Today I'll be explaining the Big Bang Theory. Before we start, it's important that we know who thought of this idea and when did they. The first person to think of this theory was a Belgian man named Georges Lemaitre. George was a priest in Belgium in the 1920s when he thought of this theory. So now we want to know, what is the Big Bang Theory? The theory goes that the whole universe started as one single atom, and over millions and millions of years it has grown to be what it is now. And while this is right, I think we can go a bit more in depth on it. A lot of scientists think that the universe began over 13 billion years ago with an explosion of an extremely hot bubble that was thousands of times smaller than a pinhead. At first, people called it the Big Bang Theory as a joke, but as more research was done, the name stuck with the science community. After the explosion, the universe we know came to life with time, space, and matter. This actually took only a fraction of a second. Yes, it's true. In a matter of a few seconds, the universe went from a single atom to bigger than a galaxy. And it's still growing right now as I'm speaking. Remember, this was just 1 second into the Big Bang. Next, as the universe cooled down, it created matter and antimatter. And these two fought until there was only a few matter left. The universe was also so cold that it created more stable particles called neutrons and protons. Now, after just 3 minutes, the temperature fell below 1 billion degrees Celsius. This allowed the protons and neutrons to come together to form the first atom, the hydrogen. Millions of years later, the hydrogen gas clumped together, and gravity put it under pressure. Galaxies and stars started to form. As a result, plasma was created, and as a byproduct, light was created as well. And this is how the Big Bang Theory goes. Now let's talk about some evidence. In 1912, Vesto Slipher calculated the direction of spiral nebulae. He realized that most of them are moving away from us. We now know that these objects are indeed galaxies, and the Big Bang Theory says that galaxies will continue to move away from us, suggesting that the Big Bang Theory is actually real.